Part 17. Let's play Dragon Force. Your host, MarauderEX, taking on Highland. This is one of the strongest groups Highland has to offer. If you're not playing against, or if you're not playing as Highland, this is going to be one of your toughest fights against them. If you're playing as them, the people who you get to join you, you don't get all four of them, but the ones that you do get to join you are ridiculously strong. So this is going to be a fun fight. These guys are really strong. They've got decent troop numbers, and the AI for them, they're not horrible, so they do pay attention to what they're doing. However, they're still not smart enough to actually think about what needs to be done. So it's not going to be too hard of a fight, but it's going to be interesting to watch. So, looking at it, that is how strong Harpies really are. I took one casualty from that. Granted, I took a good majority of them out with the Sonic Boom, but still. That shows you the difference in power between certain classes, especially when you rely on First Strike. So, now that I've pretty much wiped out all of Diablo's troops, it's just me versus him. And he's not going to survive this. He is one of the generals that will die unless you're playing as Highland. And even then, I'm not even sure if he joins you as Highland. I guarantee you, $10 says he will be slain in the melee. I've never recruited him. Ever. So, I really have no idea how useful he is beyond this point. It's one of those generals that you see how strong he can be, but he's never used. Yeah, see there, dead. The only two that I know that will survive are Lone and Ogrid, and I really have a special place in my heart for Lone. The first time I played through the game, I played through as Highland. And I had Lone. Lone survived so many fights that he really should have died in. I was like amazed that he got through as many fights as he did without dying. He was always there to be one of my stronger backups. And eventually I started using him more than my starting generals. So I'm really hoping that I can recruit him early on as Tristan, because he's useful beyond words. At this point, he's not going to need too much leveling up, but a little bit. And even with the first strike, look how badly my troops are getting torn apart by cavalry. That's because they are so much better than soldiers. Even with first strike, the cavalry are just mowing through. These last 8 troops, I guarantee you, are going to take out 12 of mine, give or take. They're just going to rip me apart. So yeah, there it goes. I went from 27 to 7. So it's probably going to come down to a duel with this. No, yeah, it's gonna come down to it. But look at the HP difference. I'd be a fool to retreat now, even if he got several multi hits in a row. All I need is one hit, and that's a bit overkill. But hey, at least it adds a little bit of flavor to the duels. I really wish you could control the duels. That would be so much more entertaining if it was like some sort of little fighting game. But unfortunately, they don't give you that. And since I'm going against Lone, I'm going to send Junon against Lone, because that's, if I'm going to beat him, I'm going to beat him in style. So my Monarch is going to personally kick the crap out of him. And with that, I'm hoping that is a greater incentive for him to join me in the end. I really don't think who you beat the general with influences how they join you. I'm fairly sure there's some sort of stat in the game that determines how they join you, like intelligence or loyalty or something. I've never gone through and, specifically tested any of them. I don't have the patience to test for specific stats to see how they interact, because there's so many variables in this game that I just couldn't do it. If someone out there has done the testing, I would love to see the results. That would be phenomenal. See, look at that. The Sonic Boom against 100 troops. He got 10 of my troops just because they were sitting. Like I said, just because you have more troops doesn't mean that you're automatically an advantage. Even the early specials can do a lot of damage. But my specials are stronger, so therefore I'm not too worried. I know his handful of cavalry aren't going to kill me, so. And he's going to retreat, so my hope now is that I captured him during the retreat, because I don't want to have to fight him again. Yeah, I captured him. So that's 2 dead, 1 captured, and now Ogred, with 40 cavalry. I'm missing Vlad, just because I like Vlad. His level 2 special ability sucks. I've never used it. I never used it with Win either. Vlad's, however, I think will affect his own troops, so it'll take up everybody. Whereas Win's just affects your enemy's troops. And all it does is suck troops away, sucks them off the battlefield. Really not all that impressive. I really keep Vlad around for his level 1 and his level 3 specials, so I'm hoping to get his level 3 soon, but he's only level 6, so I've got a little ways to go for that. Zombies are the creepiest troop imaginable. They attack with, what assuming is their rib cage. If not, they've got some sort of creepy tentacle tendrils coming out of their chest, which isn't any better. I do like Vlad's statement, if you slay my minions, I'll just make more. I mean, the zombies, that's like the ultimate... that's just like B-movie awesome there. But yeah, Ogred, the only general to use both of his specials this fight, just to do a significant amount of damage to Vlad. Not that it's going to be an issue, because it's going to take me a while to build up troops, because now that you've got so many troops per general, it does take a lot longer to actually refill, so you are sitting in a castle a lot more, which means more downtime. But thankfully that downtime means you're going to heal any damage, because as long as you're in a castle, your HP recovers over time, so... any damage I take, not going to be that big of an issue. Alright, let's see. If I capture Ogred, I've completely taken over this castle. By killing 2, yep, and capturing 2. So now, during my next domestic affairs, I hope to recruit both Ogred and Lone, and start on my 3rd offensive group. We will find that out in the next video. I will see you all then.